Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. I am your boy Big Al. Welcome back to the show. Just a quick recap. This is the NBA video for November 1st. We already hope you guys had a good Halloween. Last night, clean sweep. Um, every prediction I gave hit. All my locks of the week hit, and we even had our parlay. Desmond Bane did not play, so that part of the parlay came out. So it was just a 3-leg parlay, but it still cashed. So overall, great night for the NBA. We're kind of seeing the board a little clearer, it seems like. But yeah, it's a great night. Grizz plus 6.5. That cashed easily. They won by a bunch. Suns minus 4.5. They ended up winning the game by 6. It came right down to the wire. I was getting a little worried. And then the over 221 was never in doubt because they got up to like 240. Booker got his 25 plus. He had 38 points or 40 points just by himself. So I was like, it's funny because in the video I was like, oh, we'll take Booker for 25 plus. He could get that in points alone, and then he goes out and he has 40. Chris Paul had 19 points, and we took him for 20 plus points, rebounds, and assists. So that was also like almost did it all just with points. And then Kyrie 20 plus points. He got to 28, I think. So overall, just a really good night. Can't complain, man, when you're cashing money. And then we had Thursday Night Football that went pretty well. So yeah, overall great night. So we got another day of games today. There's 9 games in the NBA today, so we're gonna go through them. If you guys are new, the way I do it, I just go through the over/under spread, give you guys my leans, and then I give you my locks of the day. And then at the very end, I give you guys a 4-pick parlay. So we finally hit one of those. So we're gonna hope to get hot and hit a bunch of them. So without saying any more and wasting too much time, let's go ahead and hop into today's picks. So today we've got the Celtics taking on the Hornets. 11 point spread. Over under set at 232. I like Boston here, minus 11. It is a lot of points, but they are coming off their first loss of the season to the Pacers. So to me, it feels like a good bounce back spot. I think they're gonna dunk on them just to get right. I think their coach is gonna light a fire under them, and they're gonna come out and win this thing by a lot. As far as an over under, I'm gonna lean towards the over 232. Charlotte actually plays pretty good at home and scores quite a few more points than I thought. They're averaging 122 at home. So if you just think 122 at home, and then you add Boston's got to get at least there if they're gonna win by 11. That gets me to a pretty good over. So I'm taking the over here. Next, we got the Knicks taking on the Pistons. You got the Knicks minus 6.5 taking on the Pistons. Over under set at 216 for this one. I also like the over. The Pistons play pretty quick, and the Knicks will just they'll try to keep up. It's a low number as well. So when it's this low, it's like maybe the book's trying to okie dokie you, but I'm just gonna trust it. Take the over and then watch that thing cash. So then as far as the Knicks, I like the Knicks here minus 6.5. The Pistons play really good at home. Most teams play better at home, but it's the Knicks team. They're going to play better defense. They've got better players. So I'm just going to trust the Knicks minus 6.5. It is quite a bit of points, but the Pistons aren't a great team. So I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, trust the Knicks to do what they're supposed to. We know. The last few years, Knicks have been there at the end, so they're a playoff type team. So yeah, and Detroit has not been anywhere near that for a long time. So all right, then we got the Magic taking on the Cavs plus 7.5. No Paolo Banchero, he got hurt. He won't be back till potentially December. So taking on the Cavs, who at this point in time are still undefeated and have covered this number, I believe, every single game. So we're going to trust that again. Minus 7.5, which it was minus 8. So we're on Cleveland minus the 7.5. Over under is 217.5. We're going to go ahead and take the over here. The only thing that worries me about the over is without Banchero, the Magic might not score as many points because he was on a tear. But Cleveland at home scores a bunch of points. And so if the Magic are just trying to, as long as it's not a blowout, I think this game gets over that number. So I like over 217.5. Next, we got the Raptors and the Lakers game. Lakers heading to the Raptors. It's a 9-point spread. It's a lot of points. They like the book clearly with these odds. They're leaning Lakers here, but I'm on the Raptors on this one. I like the Lakers too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like hating on the Lakers, but 9 points I think is just a little too much. So give me the Raptors plus 9. Over under set at 230.5. I like the over here. Lakers play good. They've been scoring points. Raptors, they score points at home. So I think this is going to be a fun, faster paced game that gets high scoring. So give me the over 230.5, and then give me the Raptors plus the 9. Next game, we've got the Kings taking on the Hawks. This one should be like really fun. This is probably, if you're going to sit down and watch a game tonight, hard pressed to find, like Magic's Cavs should be fun, but not as fun with Banchero being out. But Kings Hawks should be a fun one. DeRozan's in there, Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, and then you got Trae Young and Kevin Huerter and the boys. Like, I think that's probably arguably one of the more fun games to watch today. So I'm looking forward to that one. You got the Kings as 6.5-point favorites going up against the Hawks. Over under set at 237.5, which is very high. I am going to be on the over as well. Again, Atlanta's getting close to 120 every game. The Kings actually play better on the road than they do at home. Surprisingly, they score more points on the road. So give me the over. It's, like I said, it is a ton of points, but like I said, I think it's just going to be a fun, fast-paced back-and-forth game. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with the over and just trust it. Then I like the Hawks here plus 6.5. I get 6.5 points with a home team that's not super hurt. Like, they're not missing anybody huge, so I like the Hawks here plus 6.5. And then, like I said, I like the over. But yeah, I'm excited for that game. That should be really fun. Next, we got the Bulls taking on the Nets. 2-point game. Bulls visiting Nets. Nets are 2-point favorites at home, which, I mean, I think 2 points is pretty much normal for a home court advantage. So it's basically a pick'em game. Over under set at 227.5. This one's tough. I wrote it down. I like the over here too. Full disclosure, I took the over on basically every game today. When I looked at it and I did my research, it just seems like a lot of these teams score tons of buckets. So unless something crazy happens today, we should see a lot of overs hit. So anyway, I like the over 227.5. And then as far as the spread, I'm on the Nets. The Nets, and it's hard for me to get a read on this Bulls team. They show up sometimes and then other times they don't, and I don't know if it's matchups or like I can't get a good read on them. So I'm gonna trust the Nets. They've seemed more consistent to me. They took Denver out to deep water and ended up losing in overtime, but Denver's no Chicago. Chicago's no Denver. So yeah, give me the Nets -2 at home. No travel, home court, and then give me the over 227.5. Next, we got the Pacers taking on the Pelicans. This one should also be fun. These next two, Pacers, Pelicans, Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, those two should be really fun. Thunder, Trailblazers, But yeah, these two plus that other Hawks game should be like the best games of the whole day. Pacers, Pelicans, 4.5-point spread. Over under set at 232. I like the over here. Like I said, I'm on almost every over. And then I'm looking at the Pacers here. They're coming off a hot win against the Celtics. I think they finally figured something out. They're starting to get it together. Halliburton looked much better, even though he didn't start scoring points until like the halfway through the third quarter. But I like Siakam was on fire the other night, and just the team starting to gel, starting to play like they were last year in the playoffs. So give me the Pacers -4.5 against this Pelicans team that they couldn't even beat Golden State out there in Golden State. So they're coming off 2 losses to Golden State, so give me the Pacers -4.5, and then give me the over 232. I think the Pacers are going to play fast and furious, and the Pelicans, they can score points, but I don't think they're going to slow them down too much. So that's what I like there. Next, we got the Nuggets-Timberwolves game. This one is interesting. 4-point spread. I've taken the Nuggets almost every time they've played, and it has not worked so far this year because they haven't been great. So in this spot, I'm flipping it. Give me the Timberwolves -4. They've been very good this year. And then as far as the over-under, give me the over 218.5. I thought about taking the under on this one, but just couldn't quite get there. Both these teams, when I looked at how much they score and just the trends, I couldn't get there. Now, the only thing that scares me, because Minnesota's going to score 115 points on their own. So, I mean, unless they blow Denver out and Denver doesn't get to 100, I think we're going to get to this number. So that's the way I see it. So give me the over 218.5, and then give me the -4 with the Timberwolves. I'll take the home team -4 points, and the team that's played better. I want to take Denver, and we will take Denver, but we need Denver to actually turn it on and start winning some games before we throw our hard-earned cash on it. So, and then the last pick of the night, We got the Thunder taking on the Trailblazers, minus 11 points, over-under sit at 221. So on this one, I'm taking an under, and mostly because the Thunder are going to win this game by 20 points, and it's going to be 120 to 100, or 118 to 98. It's going to be something along those lines is what I'm envisioning this game playing out as. So give me the minus 11 with OKC, and then give me the under 221. And that's, I don't know, I just trust that. Portland has not looked good to me. Every time I look at their games, I'm not impressed by anything. So, which sucks because I'm in Seattle, so it's like that's the closest team currently. But yeah, so give me the under, and then give me the minus 11 with Oklahoma City. And then I will say 2 nights ago, we took the Thunder minus 12.5, and they won by 12. So we missed it by literally just a point. The hook killed us, but like we would have pushed if we got them at 12, but I couldn't find them at 12. So yeah, just give me the Thunder. They're a complete team. They're a wagon, and they play good defense. They kind of shut people down. So yeah, I like the Thunder minus 11, and then like I said, the under. Now as far as locks of the week go, normally I give you guys 3 or 4. Today I got 5 just because after I'd made my other ones, I was like, I can't leave this team out. I can't leave that team out. So I added in another one. So I like the Thunder under more than I like the minus 11. I trust their defense to keep Portland from scoring too many points. So give me the under 221 with that. Then I've got the Hawks plus 6.5. I get 6.5 points with the home team against a Kings team that I love. I love the Kings, but they haven't shown they're going to go in there and bully ball a team. So I like the Hawks plus 6.5. Then I like Cleveland minus 8 because now it's 7.5, but they've cashed for us a lot this year so far. So I'm just going to keep trusting that until the wheels fall off. And Paolo Banchero being out, I think, is a bigger deal. So without him there to help, Cavs all day, baby. And then I like Boston minus 11. They're playing the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, it's Boston. What are we talking about? And coming off the loss, I think they're going to come out and they're going to win by 25 points. They're going to blow them out. Like I said, I was on the over, but I could see it being just a huge blowout. Celtics get to 130 and Charlotte, gets to 80 or something. Like, it could be that bad. But yeah, give me the minus 11 with Boston. It is a lot of points, but like I said, I think coming off the loss, they're going to have a fire lit under them. So I like that. So you got minus 11 with Boston, Cleveland minus 7.5, the Hawks plus 6.5, Minnesota minus 4, which I don't think I threw in there, and then Oklahoma City, the under in that game. Minnesota minus 4, another lock. They're just so good. So bing bong, bang. And those are your 5 locks of the day, guys. We're going to try to keep this train going. I'm not saying we're going to sweep again because gambling's tough, but last night was a sweep. It felt great. All right, let's hop into the 4-pick parlay, and you guys can get on out of here and enjoy your Friday and your weekend. We got this one pays out plus 430. Pretty excited about it. So we got Tyrese Halliburton for 30-plus points, rebounds, and assists. He did cash the other night against the Celtics. He did need overtime to cash that number, but he got there. So I'm going to guess, I'm going to hope that against a not as talented team, he'll be able to do that again. Then we got Jason Tatum, 8-plus rebounds. Like I said, I think the Celtics are going to win by a ton, so they're going to be all over the place. And I think Tatum's gonna get his board. So Tatum, 8-plus rebounds. He's only he's kind of been 50-50 cashing this. Later on in the year, it'll be like a lock, and we'll get terrible odds on it. But for now, I'm going to just trust it. Tatum, 8 rebounds. Then we got Aaron Gordon for 5 rebounds. He also cashed this the other night, and it took right to the end of the game, but he still cashed it. So we're going to keep that train going. And then my final pick is DeMar DeRozan, 30-plus rebounds, points, rebounds, and assists. Like I said, the Hawks are playing the Kings. That should be a really fun game. Really high-scoring game, too, based on what even the book has the line at. So in a high-scoring game, you give me DeRozan, who's been balling so far, 30-plus PRA. I feel like that's a lock. I was going to take him for 35 PRA. It was a plus money play, but I was like, come on out. Like, we're not trying to get – it would have made the parlay plus 800 instead of plus 430, but I'm not trying to get cart ahead of horse here. Like, let's just hit some bets. We're not trying to go chase things yet, So yeah, we got Halliburton, 30-plus points, rebounds, assists. Tatum, 8 rebounds. Aaron Gordon, 5-plus rebounds. And then DeMar DeRozan, 30-plus points, rebounds, and assists. And that thing pays out plus 430 on DraftKings currently. I know FanDuel tends to have better props for players, at least from my experience, when we do the NFL videos. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. It's a quick little 15-minute video for you. Hopefully it was quick enough. Should be a great day of games. like I said, there's those 3 that I really like and I'm excited to watch. We've also got the NFL Sunday Slate video up for Week 9, so if you guys want to go check that out, that'd be awesome. And yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Good luck, and let's hit all our bets.